want you to be quiet. Are you listening? Are you listening? Hey, Fun, welcome. I want to welcome you guys to day 62. This is day 62 of a 66-day journey that has already completely transformed me, how I think, and who I'm going to show up as next. What's the last time you made a commitment that changed your whole life? What's the last time that you stepped into a new version of yourself consciously and intentionally? I meant to scare you, Bill. I was trying to, just getting your attention. You know how it works. So what I want to talk about today is something very, very simple. The voices in your head. Yeah, it's all right. We can talk about this. It's not a medical condition. We've all got them. We've got these voices in our head that talk to us throughout the whole day. And we think they're us. And there's two of them. You know, that's the part that most people don't understand. Most people hear a voice in their head. They're like, that's my inner dialogue. That's my inner voice. But I don't believe that's the case. Yeah, I'm sure you have an inner voice and an inner monologue, but these voices are different. I don't think they're you. And there's not one of them, there's two of them. So, for today, day 62, at Dylan Stewart's 66 and 66, we're doing takeaway number 5. Takeaway number 5, the universe speaks softly. It's your job to listen. So let's talk about that. What does that mean exactly, that the universe speaks softly? Well, if it's true that these two voices, these two things you hear in your head are not you, but are coming from outside, what are they? I propose this, that the first voice, this is the loud voice, the strong voice, the voice who tells you what to do, the disciplinarian voice sometimes, that is your fears, that is the opportunities to run away. That is the part of you that is scared of what's out there, or the part of out there that wants you to stay asleep. That's the loud voice. But there's this other voice, and you usually can't hear it because the loud voice is so loud. And this voice is so quiet. That other voice is the universe. That other voice is your connection to the world outside, and it wants you to win, and it wants you to succeed, and it wants you to thrive. But it isn't going to work that hard to get your attention. It's just going to whisper. It's just going to silently prod you and push you and say, are you paying attention? It's that voice when you're driving home the same way you always drive home, and all of a sudden you think to yourself, maybe I should stop at that grocery store that I've never been to. Maybe I should turn left here instead. Maybe I should turn on the radio in a channel I don't normally listen to. And if you do that, if you listen to that voice and actually take the action that it's requesting of you, something simple like turn left here. If you listen to that voice, the universe knows you're paying attention and it gives you more. And the more you listen to it, the more you tune into it, the more that loud voice isn't going to get your attention. It's the quiet voice that you start to pay attention to. And I believe that if you can tune into that quiet voice and really listen to it, your whole life will change like that. Just like that. And I'm walking proof because I'm not the one who came up with this stupid idea of doing 66 Facebook Live videos in a row. That wasn't me. I wouldn't do something like that. That's dumb. I got other things to do with my day and other things to do with my life than stand here in front of a camera and do some sort of dancing show. But the universe said to me, it's time for you to shift, Dylan. And I want you to do something different, and I want you to trust me. You have to have faith. You have to have faith and trust to move into what the universe is asking you to do, to listen to that quiet voice and do something about it. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Susie. Thanks for joining. So here's what I'm going to do in my 66 seconds. I'm going to talk about the ways in which I've trusted my inner voice. And I'm going to start with a quick story before I jump into my 66 seconds. Yesterday was a really hard day for me, and I don't really know why. My video that I did yesterday was a little hard for me to put together. I was struggling. I struggled all day yesterday. I had an okay day, but it was pushing uphill the whole way. There were really loud voices in my head, and they were yelling at me. And they were pissed off. And I don't know why. But now I do. Because those voices are afraid. They don't want me to be different. They don't want me to change. They want me to still be the same person I was a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago. Don't ever change. Be this person forever. Those voices are afraid that if you start to change, if you start to evolve, you won't need them anymore. Those old fears that have been in control your whole life will go away. And they know I'm almost at the end of this journey, and they can't do anything about it. This morning I woke up and this quiet voice whispered in my ear. And it told me to trust. And it told me that everything was going exactly as it was supposed to go, and all I had to do was keep moving forward, keep taking steps in the direction of my dreams every day. And I'll realize all of them, all of those dreams. The purpose of why I'm here will come out of simply continuing to move forward and continuing to trust and have faith. And those fears that don't want me to change are not on my side. So here's my 66 seconds. You ready? Timer, here we go. All right. I trusted in my inner voice that got me back to school. I trusted in my inner voice, and it allowed me to stay in the relationship that resulted in my first daughter and be there for her. I listened to my voice and I raised her, not perfectly, but as best as I could. And I trusted that voice the whole way through raising her. And she is amazing. I have the best daughter. She is the coolest kid you'll ever meet. And that's because of my listening to my inner voice and trusting it, because I didn't know what I was doing. I listened to my inner voice when I created my career. A career that's given me not just financial benefits, but emotional, physical, spiritual. It's put me in connection with amazing people and amazing opportunities again and again and again. I've listened to that inner voice when I went into therapy. I listened to that inner voice when I stepped into doing this 66-day commitment. I listened to that inner voice when I hadn't written a word for over 10 years and it said, it's time to start writing again. And now I'm a writer again and I can do it off the top of my head. And I listened to that inner voice this morning when it said, just keep moving. Just keep walking forward. Don't let the voices over here, don't let the voices over there take you away from your path, because your path is where you're supposed to be going. It's why you're here. And all you have to do is trust. That's my 66 seconds. I'm so proud of every opportunity that I've had to follow those loud voices, which are there, and they've got their own purpose. They keep you safe. They keep you comfortable. They keep you right here. Right here, today, tomorrow, a year from now, 50 years from now. If you never want to change who you are, if you never want to be better than you are right now, if you are as good as you're ever going to get today, awesome, beautiful. Keep listening to those voices. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you're like me, I don't know that I'm ever going to be satisfied. And I hope not. I hope I'm on my deathbed learning something new, doing something different and saying, here comes a great new experience. I wonder what death's going to be like. As opposed to being afraid because change is scary. I want you to start listening to that voice. Recognize it. When it tells you to turn left, turn left. Don't ask why. Just turn left. When it says go talk to that girl over there, go talk to her. You don't know. That might be your next wife or your best friend, or the person who gives you a job. If you start paying attention and listening, getting really quiet and letting those loud fears just talk to themselves instead of talking to you, and stop thinking that they're you, start realizing that the universe needs you. It needs you to step into something. It's your purpose. It's your opportunity to go from stagnant to ecstatic. To go from mess to success. We've heard all of these before, but that's the truth. The universe wants you to win, and it wants you to win big, and it can only do it when you listen. Fear or love, trust or doubt, you make the choice. The end result is going to be the same. Either you're going to trust and you're going to go in that way, or you're going to fear and you're going to go in that way, and your future is going to be whatever you make it based on those choices. I'm choosing to listen to love. I'm choosing to find love in every moment. I'm choosing to trust not just me, but the universe. And I'm choosing to go inside rather than outside first. But you know me, I'm not some, introspective person who's sitting alone in his room on a computer on the phone all the time and never connecting and never talking. I go inside first so that I'm ready to go outside and connect to all of you. And I love what we're doing. I love this conversation. I love this dialogue. We're getting close to the end here, and I know where I'm going now. This morning, it told me exactly what comes next, but I'm not going to tell you yet. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to stay tuned and keep watching to see what happens next, because it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really exciting. Listen, this is the end of post day 62. I'm about to step into the rest of my day and the rest of the things that I do that fulfill who I am. But before you leave, put a comment down. Talk about that voice. What's one thing that voice has told you that you either listened to or didn't listen to? What's one thing that you know is next for you because the universe is calling? It's time. Wendy, you just made it. You just made it. I'm just wrapping up, but you can rewatch it in a minute. I'm sorry, honey. I wish you'd been here. It's a really good post for today, but I know you'll catch up on it. At any rate, pop it down into that comment section and tell yourself that one voice that you need to listen to today. Remember, do something today that your future self will thank you for. I'm thanking my past self every day. I'm Dylan Stewart. I'm the North Star Man. They call me the North Star Man because I found my North Star. I found my direction, and I'm going that way. I'm heading north. Come on the journey with me. We've got some amazing things to do together, and I can't wait for you to be a part of it. You can continue the journey at northstarman.com. These videos will be posted up there once I'm complete with the 66 days. We're finishing up the website as we talk, but come on over, take a look, see what's going on there. Put your information down here, share this, notify yourself about future live videos. There's some cool stuff that's going to come and you do not want to miss it. I'm Dylan Stewart. Thanks so much for watching Day 62. I will see you tomorrow. Promise.